Tacoma, Washington is a small city of around 200,000 people just next door to Seattle. Along with the traditional Northwest industry of logging, Tacoma is also a sleepy port town.
The site of the concert, the Tacoma Dome, is the largest wood frame structure in the world. The scene outside the Friday show was mellow. When the Deadheads arrived, they found no central vending area. Instead, vendors either remained portable or set up small stores next to their cars. Deadheads pleasantly passed the time playing hacky sack, skateboarding, listening to the Santana Band warm up inside the dome, and hanging out with friends and waiting in line.
Ticketless heads had no problem as there were many tickets available. Word was out that there was a special force of undercover cops in the parking lot. However, police kept a low profile and there were few hassles.
There were a lot of rules about what you could not take into the dome. Deadheads were instructed to leave their punk spikes, missiles, and explosives in the car.
After the Friday Tacoma show, Deadheads had a day off to travel to Eugene, Oregon for the show Sunday afternoon. Eugene is a friendly college town with a large Deadhead population. Autzen Stadium, site of the show, is located on the campus of the University of Oregon.
Out-of-town visitors began arriving several days early. Camping and vending were permitted in the parking lots. The lots were jammed with campers days before the show.
Local television news crews ran interviews with Deadheads on the evening news. Each day, the newspapers printed positive reports about the Deadhead city on the front page.
On the day of the show, local Deadheads strolled through beautiful Alton Baker Park, crossing through meadows and over 2 bridges to get to the show. Once again, tickets were available at the stadium.
Oregon has long led the way in recycling, and Deadheads pitched in at the Eugene site. In fact, both Tacoma and Eugene shows reflected a deliberate attempt by Deadheads to minimize their impact on the local area. The Minglewood Town Council passed out their beautiful flyers reminding Deadheads of their responsibility to keep the sites clean.
The temperature climbed into the 90s, causing the Deadheads to dunk themselves in the chilly Willamette River. Others stayed cool by hanging out in the shade or catching the cool breezes from the streams.
Vendors had plenty of room to display their wares in the parking lots and in the sunny meadows surrounding the stadium. DTV spoke with one merchant who was also a musician in a local Dead-inspired band.
Hi, we're outside Autzen Stadium before the shows. It's probably about, well, the show's supposed to start. It's 5 after 12. We're here with Peter, and Peter, looks like you've got a nice T-shirt there. What's it say?
What else matters?
Grateful Dead, what else matters? Well, that's
right.
a good question for all of us to think about. And are you going to school here, Peter?
Not presently, no. I'm playing music, actually, is how I'm supporting myself, besides selling T-shirts.
Besides selling T-shirts, you've been playing with a band for a while?
Yeah, about 3 years.
What's the name of the band?
Band's name is 9 Days Wonder.
What kind of music do you play?
Mostly, we started out playing real Grateful Dead-inspired music, but we've kind of moved along. We don't do that much Grateful Dead anymore, but we play it with the same attitude, a lot of open jamming stuff and that kind of stuff, but just fun rock and roll.
Though it may be hard for some Deadheads to believe, not everyone becomes a fan after their first concert. Take Sofia from Sweden, for example, who saw her first show in Tacoma. Her companion Aaron was quite a bit more enthusiastic.
Okay, we're outside of Autzen Stadium, and we're here with some other Deadheads. I understand that you're going to celebrate your 21st show today.
My 21st show today.
And what's your name?
Eric Brooks.
Eric, and where are you from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco, and what's your name?
I'm Sophie, I'm from Sweden, and this is my second show.
Your second show, and where did you first see them?
I saw it in Washington, in Tacoma.
Last night,
the night before, right.
How did you like it?
Not so much, honestly, no.
Okay, sometimes it takes more than one show, you know?
I think so.
This is my first tour. Washington, and then Oregon, and then I'm going back to, San Francisco.
And are you having fun?
I'm having a great time. You know, except I'm a little bummed out about Sophie's not, you know, being totally into the shows, as I was the first time I saw one. But I feel like it's an experience she would never have visiting here with her father. I think in a sense this is a movement. I mean, hopefully it carries out into the general public a little more. You know what I mean? This is like the closest thing I've ever seen to a utopian society. I mean, this is how it should be everywhere. And I want to drag as many of my friends, not drag, you know, kicking and screaming, but I want to bring as many of my friends into it as possible because I know what it's done for my life. Let me just give you an example. Like when I leave a show, I'm totally bummed that it's over with, but I'm also very happy because I feel like I'm going to take this feeling out with me into the rest of my life. This feeling of openness and happiness and spreading goodwill, and peace.